favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
And now, our feature presentation.
What you are about to hear may be offensive to some portions of our listening audience. If you are easily offended by references to normal human bodily, social, and cultural functions, please exercise your right to control yourself and stop listening now. That is, tune out, turn off, on, or up, if you're into this sort of thing. And now, for our feature.
Understanding your radio is important.
Yeah.
The controls are simple to operate. The most important being the channel.
Depends on the day.
The radio should be equipped.
Oh, no, hold on. It does. Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio. You are waking up right now with that Rise and Grind Morning Show. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all doing on this Wednesday, March 12th, 2025?
I just scared first class delivery away, apparently.
Yeah.
I was like, ring the bell.
He sat down for a second, and the pressure of the bell
Too
got
much
too much.
pressure.
There's a lot of pressure.
But he did bring his McDonald's.
Matt from First Class Delivery dropping off some Mickey D's. Man, what's up, brother? Today's National Working Moms Day, National Baked Scallops Day, National Plant a Flower Day, and National Girl Scout Day.
Cookies?
I'm going to talk about two stories with the Girl Scouts. One person is suing the Girl Scouts for a reason, and another one I'm going to give you is National Girl Scout Day. I'll tell you which cookie is the most popular. Rapper Lil Slip turns 25 today. He's a short drink of water. Jamie Alexander turns 41 today. She was the tattoo star of the TV series Blind Spot. Marlon Jackson, one of the original Jackson 5, turned 68 today. Marlon, you know Marlon.
Everybody knows Marlon.
He's one of the lesser-known Jackson brothers. You usually don't expect much from the one named after a fish. John Provost, who played Timmy in the old Lassie TV series, turned 75 today.
Timmy.
James Taylor turned 77 today. He's seen fire. He's seen rain. And Mitt Romney.
He's seen Mitt Romney, too?
He's 78 years old today. He won't be getting a card from former President Trump. They put that in from last year. There you go. Those are your birthdays. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. A lot going on today. I'm going to tell you about Trump declaring a national emergency. Tiger Woods reveals an injury. We're going to talk about the government shutdown that's lingering. Lady Gaga's diagnosis with psychosis. The body found in the Collier County pond. Rosie O'Donnell bailing on America. And the 4-year-old who called the cops on mom.
Really?
I'll tell you why coming up this hour on the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get things started. Trump declares a national emergency amid Canada tariffs and 51st state threat. President Trump declared a national emergency on electricity in the United States and doubled the tariffs of aluminum and steel from Canada after retaliatory tariffs from America's neighbor to the north. The president, in a lengthy post on his Truth Social account yesterday, also threatened to permanently shut down the Canadian auto sector. The only thing to make his tariffs stop is for Canada to become the 51st state. He noted as he ramps up his trade war in response, the stock market dropped over 500 points as nervous investors worry about potential recession. This is a slippery slope. I look at this. These are one of those things where, as a Trump supporter,
Yes.
you're like, yeah, go get him, Trump.
Yes.
But as an American, you're like, I don't really care about Canada.
No, I don't want them here.
Right. You're trying to make Justin Bieber a resident? I might have to protest that. Like, nah, we
They're-
like the fact that we can send him back.
Listen, they're kind of weak
Stay
and
over there,
whiny.
Right.
I don't want the weak
We're
and
not
whiny.
100% sure we don't. Yeah, like, what are you doing?
Like, they're not my type.
They
but
got,
thanks.
I don't know. It's like, I'm not sure. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
all right
Like,
over there.
Let's think about this for a couple months first.
First off, Texas is like, hell no. And Alaska is like, hell no, man. We've been fighting for the biggest state award in a long, long
Yeah.
time, man. We're thinking about taking another state just so we can have the bigger state.
Can we just take Cuba so I can like have the island to go
Right.
to? Like, let's take Cuba. It's right there, 90
nobody
miles.
wants to nobody buys tundra stuff, all right? Nobody wants to live
Nobody
where it
wants to go
snows
be in the
6 months,
snow.
7 months out of the
Yeah,
year.
Canada's beautiful in pictures. We just leave it at that.
Leave it over there.
Leave it at that.
But if we take
But
over
you know
Cuba,
what's crazy? That right.
benefit for all of us.
For
I'm
all
all
of us.
for it.
And the Cubans.
100%.
Right.
I'll be back on the island. You're gonna have to go broadcast from over there.
Right. And let me
Go
just
zoom
say,
you in.
let me just say something
Yeah.
because I firmly think everybody needs to hear this. If you are doing any kind of work on your house
Mm-hmm.
and you go around and talk to the whole work staff and ain't none of them Cuban, stop the work order immediately.
You need a Cuban in there.
Right.
You need
Something
one. At
shady's
least
going
one.
on.
Right. Only the Cuban guy is going to keep it down.
He
Like,
likes
look,
to
bro,
yell
it's
at
not
everybody.
straight. Move it.
That's the. You know what's funny? We do get that reputation for
Right.
being the bossy, like.
And we're and perfectionists when it comes to their work, man.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but it's true. I have my nationalities in certain different work fields that I
Yeah.
think are better.
well,
Like I love Middle Eastern doctors. My doctor
Oh,
isn't
they're the
one,
best.
but I love them.
they're mean though,
Right.
but they'll tell you straight up.
Right up,
Like
boy,
you're
and they'll
dying.
fix you. They'll fix you. Yeah,
But
you
you
don't want to
gotta
die.
fix this.
Eat this pill, bitch.
Like there's no bedside manner, but they
Right.
don't give a shit.
I had my oldest born by a Middle Eastern doctor. I fell in
My
love with him.
doctor is too.
20 years later,
Yeah.
I get treated by his sister.
Oh,
And
did
it
she
was-
yell at you too?
No, it was one of the greatest. It changed my life forever. I'll never forget. I tell the story a lot. Dr. Bott, it was the name, is the Bott family. I love them all. They're all
Aw.
doctors, the whole family. I'm sure everyone listening has had a Dr. Bott because the entire family. I was like,
I don't know
do you
how
have
to
a
pronounce.
relative that's a doctor? That's what I asked her when I meet her. She goes like 30.
Yeah.
And I go, really? She's like, yeah. I go, you got one that delivers babies in Indiana? She's like, yeah, that's my brother. I was
That's
like, wow,
funny.
that's crazy. Right.
And yeah, my son's pediatrician, like forever when I was in Naples, also.
Right.
And very
Best
great,
doctors.
like
Best
great
doctors.
people.
Tiger Woods has suffered yet another devastating injury that will sideline him for a long time, very long time. In an announcement yesterday, he suffered a ruptured left Achilles and underwent a surgery to repair it yesterday morning. As I began to ramp up my own training and practice at home, I felt a sharp pain in my left Achilles and was deemed to be ruptured. Woods said in a statement posted on social media this morning, Dr. Charlton Tuck in a hospital's special surgery in West Palm Beach, Florida, performed a minimally invasive Achilles tendon repair for a ruptured tendon. Tiger quoted Tuck into the statement saying the surgery went smoothly and expects a full recovery. Bro.
I have so many pieces of pain everywhere.
Call it a
What
day,
if there's
dog.
broken things everywhere?
Oh,
I don't know.
Normal humans. What I mean by non-rich humans is what I mean
Yeah.
by normal humans.
Yeah.
Oh, you broke something and didn't go to the doctor.
Oh, I know. I got a weird toe.
Right. Sarah broke her foot once, and
Yeah.
we went to the doctor, and he said it's not broke. I'm like, you're not very good at this.
It's not supposed to be that color.
we X-rayed it. I don't care. You're not very good at this.
Oh, I know. I got a weird squiggly toe. It does like a zigzag.
You're wrong. That's what I told the doctor. He says, but the good news is it isn't broke. I said, the bad news is you're wrong.
Yeah.
She can walk on it, bro. There's a problem. House passes government funding bill, but Senate prospects uncertain as a potential shutdown looms. By the way, Republicans have played this perfectly. It's in the Democrats' court. If there's a government shutdown, it'll be the Democrats' fault. It's the same thing. Whoever's in power
Yeah.
makes it look like this would be the other person's fault if we shut down. The government's never going to shut down. We're good. Let it ride. Don't stress about that news.
Yeah, we're good.
That's something that they do to scare you.
Yeah, it's like, do what did we say or we're going to...
Oh, my
whatever.
God.
I'm going to hold
Just
my
for the
Oh my
breath.
record,
God, we're not going to pay
Elon
you guys.
Musk
Oh,
has
wait a
shut
minute. That's
down
not what
most
it
of the
means.
government.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, dude, we're already on skeleton crew. What are you talking about?
Right. Who you going to do? Right, right. The security department's like, we got 4 people working here.
Yeah. Take
I,
Monday off, guys.
But you know, AOC's now under fire because they've found spending that she's doing.
I thought
Along
she
with
disappeared.
Maxine Waters.
Right.
She paid her daughter over $1 million.
Right. So
What was it? 2.1, wasn't it?
The first one was $1 million to seal envelopes.
right.
That's
You're going to
great.
get
I
destroyed
can seal
for that.
some envelopes for half that price.
Dude, I'll give you a great
I mean,
discount.
get the word out. We could be a 2-man team. Half
For
that
$1
price.
million, I'm not doing the work. I'm hiring a bunch of people to do it for me.
Don't
A
give our
shit ton of them.
secrets away.
How
We're
many
just going to
envelopes you
collect the
got?
contract.
3,000 done.
Okay, I'm shipping
We'll go
them.
through those details after we get the contract.
Right.
Keep the rest to
I'm
yourself.
going to be shipping them to the Philippines and bringing them back next
I already,
week.
you know, one of the things I want to do is, you know, this seeking closure, Lee County's cold cases. I
Yeah.
want to do. And you'll love this idea. I want to build an office and make an agreement with all the sheriff's departments in all of Florida, and do all their cold cases and get like 5 or 6 different
would be
operators to
awesome.
sit with me.
That would be awesome.
I'm close to sealing another one, and here's the deal: you have to be flexible, because what I do know about sheriff's departments is that some of them have a massive budget, and because they've got a massive area to cover,
Right.
and then the smaller departments don't have a massive budget because they don't have a lot of area to cover.
Right.
Lady Gaga diagnosed with psychosis and lost touch with reality.
No kidding. No way.
What I think is crazy is this headline was a clickbait, but I'll give it to you. Lady Gaga opens up from being diagnosed with psychosis in a conversation on the interview podcast for the New York Times. The singer shares how she fought her way back after a 2020 diagnosis and the surprising role her fiance played in her healing journey. Plus, why she is hesitant to speak about her mental health and the powerful message she has for others who may be struggling. Go listen to it if you're interested in the interview podcast. It's called The Interview. It's New York Times, obviously pretty easy to find. First, let me just say, love this for one reason only. I think everyone needs to talk about mental health.
Yeah.
Because we don't talk about it enough. Now, I've already said it. A mental health urgent care is $1 billion business. If you want to make me impressed, billionaires, build one. And let it be just like a CVS urgent care where you can go in and be like, I'm having an issue. They're not going to give you long-term stuff, but they're
No.
going to be able to direct you to somebody that can, because it's one of the hardest things to do. And if you don't believe me today, when we get off the air, and everybody out there watching, when you get off the air, I want you to try to find a psychiatrist,
Yeah.
to make a direct appointment with. I want you to be able to go in and see the psychiatrist.
Like, I literally have to Baker Act you for that to happen.
Right.
They're going in
Yeah.
another direction. They're
Or
doing
you,
it online.
or you got to
Everything's
go.
online
Now, I love that. By the way, I love that. All right, I do. I love the fact that everything you can do virtual now. I
And-
love that.
and
As
it's
long
just the
as
same,
the
yeah.
virtual is with
Quality
a
with the right people.
psychiatrist.
Yes.
There's a difference. Psychologists can't prescribe you medication.
Nope.
A psychiatrist can. A lot of people have a chemical imbalance that can be fixed so quickly that it makes them a better person instantly. Instantly.
That's what everybody thinks. Like, they think that therapists, psychiatrists, psychologists, they're all the same. They're not. They're completely different.
Yeah, I'll never forget. My dad tried to send me to a therapist as a kid, and I said, "I'm not crazy. Don't send me nowhere. I'm not talking to this person. I'm not telling this person
Yeah.
anything. I'm going to tell this person something. They're going to tell you.
Right.
Why would I tell them anything?
Why do I want that written
Like,
down?
were you trying to get me a snitch? No, I'm not cool. I don't want to talk to a
snitch on
snitch.
myself.
Like, yeah. Because I was going through, like I said, I was a troubled
Yeah.
teen. Like, I was going through some things, and my dad was like, "We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna have you talk to somebody." Now, and what's crazy is right away from jump, I looked at the person. I said, "You're gonna tell everything I tell you to my dad. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you anything. What's going on? Nothing."
Yeah.
And I bucked it. As an adult now, I wish I wouldn't have.
You would have, gone through it.
Because I don't think that person would have said anything to my
No,
parents.
I don't think I think they're allowed to. I don't know.
Right. I think if
I
I
don't
said I
know.
was going to do something violent, they can, because that's how the Mendez
Yes.
brothers ended up in prison.
Yeah. So you keep on, you just don't say that.
Speaking of death investigation underway after body recovered from a pond in Collier County. Collier County deputies said they recovered a body from a pond near Carnegie Way Tuesday night. According to the Collier County Sheriff's Office, deputies recovered the deceased person at approximately 7:40 p.m. They can't identify the person at this time, and a death investigation is underway. There was a little boy that came up missing in this area.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's him, and I haven't got an update on this story. But follow this story, because I don't know if you remember back when Charlie was here on the show.
Yeah.
And we talked about there were bodies coming up missing and found in bodies of water all across Collier County.
Yes.
And this is another one. And it's a regular thing about bodies coming up, missing bodies coming up in
Naples.
in Collier County in bodies of water. This has become a regular thing. And I'm telling you, we're missing this here. If this isn't just a random kid
like
drowning.
a murderer or some sort of psychopath that like drowns them, or maybe he kills them somewhere else and then drops them off
Right,
there.
maybe drops them off in Collier. I don't know, but it's something I'm going to say. When I saw this story, and the reason I included it in today's news is because of those other stories that are out there.
Yeah.
Follow those. Think, do what you do with it, and I'm curious what you evaluate from it. Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Great to see everybody on the Joshua Tree stream as we are broadcasting live on YouTube, X, and Facebook, as well as on the app, iHeart, TuneIn Radio.
Power says the app's not on.
The app's not on.
Power.
Reset the app. Check the app because I'm on and I don't want to reset the system if I don't have to.
Good morning, Power.
Reset the app. Let me know if it's not working. It should be working. I'll do the. I'll click it off and back on again. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. People always threaten to leave the country if the other guy or woman wins the presidential election, but nobody ever actually does it.
Right.
Until now. First, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi fled to England. Bye-bye.
And they're living in an area that gets completely flooded, that even like the restaurant, like the people that live there are like, why are you here? Like, we don't even like it here. You know?
And now Rosie O'Donnell has moved to Ireland.
Yeah.
And she's even in the process of becoming an Irish citizen. She brought her 12-year-old daughter Clay and her service dog with her. In a lengthy TikTok, she says, quote, "It has been heartbreaking to see what's happening in America politically and hard for me to personally as well. But she adds, the people here are so loving, kind, and welcoming, and I'm grateful." Rosie says she's considered coming back when it's, quote, safe for all citizens to have equal rights there. And at the end, she says she's counting on everyone to do what's right and turn things around.
It felt good that they kind of left because like they're taking their bad vibes somewhere else. Like, go somewhere else. I don't care anymore.
Guys.
Ellen did a big apology on TikTok, but at the end it was like a giant apology for nothing. I don't even know what it's talking. So people were like, the comments were ripping her apart, like hashtag Anne Heche, hashtag Twitch, hashtag Diddy. Like they were like,
she's 100% involved in all of it.
All of it.
And that's why she's not here anymore.
And she was crying and apologizing for, I'm sorry, but what she didn't say for what.
Hold on. You're right. Let's fix that right now. All right. Hold on, Power. I'll get that fixed right now. It's okay. I was quick.
You're quick.
I was quick. That'll be it.
Facebook will tell.
Facebook is a pain in the tuckish.
Right. Everybody who watches on Facebook, one day you might find out you have to go watch on X, and we might just throw the recorded show up on Facebook.
Yeah.
Just because we don't get gigged on X, we don't get gigged on YouTube if a song pops through.
Like Facebook is like just waiting for us. It's like they're like that
They're
bouncer
waiting.
at that gate.
Every little accident, they're going to come after us.
Bruh.
Too many followers, they don't want to pay you. So they're like, oh, we found a reason not to pay you.
Yeah. They find a lot of those, don't they?
Yeah.
Right.
We got to
Every
find
day.
more of those in our lives.
Every day we get a message of how
Right,
horrible
from
people we
something
are.
in 2012. Hey, 2012, you played this video. We crushed you for it.
Yeah, we heard.
Back
yeah,
before
we're
you knew
slow
any
down
better,
your
you
stuff.
did
Right,
this, and now
right.
we're here to collect.
Back when nobody owned that video, somebody owns it now, and they're pissed.
Yeah.
Ask Grandpa what flying was like in the 60s, and he'll tell you it was pretty fancy. The cabin was full of cigarette smoke, but they treated you like royalty. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Southwest just buckled and announced they'll start charging for checked bags this spring. They were the last major U.S. airline that didn't charge, so it's official. Every airline is Spirit now. Starting May 28th, you won't even get one bag on Southwest. They haven't said how much they're charging yet, but other airlines tag on around $35 for your first bag and more for additional bags. Southwest 2 bags fly free policy was a big selling point, but their CEO said they're ditching it to, quote, return to the levels of profitability that we and our shareholders expect. Frequent flyers and business class passengers will still get 2 free bags, but everyone else, you're paying. It does sound like you'll get a carry-on for free, but everyone will do it now, and they'll run out of space quick.
Oh yeah.
2 bags fly free.
Can I just keep my bag on my like?
That's a lot of
Let me
balls
keep
to
it.
say return to the levels of profitability
Right? I
that
like
we and
that
our
statement.
shareholders expect.
You know why?
You know, we need to do that too.
You know why?
Right.
Because
I
I
nobody
was
else.
finding more reasons to not pay and increase our profitability to
Nobody
the
else
levels
is
we
doing it, so
expect.
now they don't have to compete with nobody because nobody else is like giving anything away. So like, hey, why are we still giving stuff away? Nobody else is. Okay, take it back. That's what they're doing. That's literally it. So if one person at least gives one thing away, then they'll bring it back.
Business wise, it's a good plan.
Yeah.
They already have the cheaper airfare.
Imagine if they start charging per pound
I,
a person. And then and then like, oh, you get in there, you get they double check you on your way in.
You know, I'm talking about my daughter's wedding a lot. I got people I got to fly in and stuff like that, and I'm doing things for my daughter's wedding, trying to square some things up. I got to fly Sarah there for the shower, fly Sarah to the the bachelorette party, things like this.
Yeah.
Right? And I can't believe Sarah agreed to fly.
It's gonna be your life for the next year. just so you know.
I said I'm not flying. I'm not going up there. When I go there, I'll drive. I'll meet you guys there. I'll leave early enough.
Yeah.
My whole life is dictated by what I make my schedule, and I'll make sure I have plenty of time to drive.
Because you're scared.
Yes. I'm not
you're
going to lie.
wrong. You're not wrong though.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Like, there's stories today in the news about one plane getting turned around and one had a violent passenger. Look, shit's crazy in the air right now. I don't want to be up there.
No.
I don't want to be up there. I don't want to be up there unless it's like Florida and I can carry my gun too.
Right?
I can carry my gun too. I'm in. I'm good. Then I'm good. And no one. I'll take seat 1A no matter what it costs.
Yeah, you can't even take like
But it's not even the pilots or the passengers you have to worry about anymore.
no.
Something on the ground is affecting these planes. I'm just saying it's scary. But I now I gotta get another ticket for another person. I gotta fly up, and I was definitely like, you sure you want to fly?
Right.
You can ride with me. Like, it'll be fun for
Maybe she doesn't want to ride with you. She's
Right.
willing to die on the plane.
right. That's not my wife.
Like
That's,
4 hours.
I'm not going up for the
How
shower. The
much of a
bachelor
flight
bachelor
is it?
parties. Huh?
How long is the flight?
Depends on how much you want to pay. True story.
Like what? Like you're talking like what, 2
Where
hours?
you want to
4
fly?
hours?
Like, you could get on at Allegiant for like $100, 2 hours, 2 hours and 20 minutes both ways.
Oh, that's not horrible.
It's not.
That's not
Pass.
horrible. Why? You could get there sooner?
Well, no, I don't want to do it.
I'm not getting on the plane.
I'm not getting on a plane. And first off, I'm doing for the wedding. I'm taking all my gear, so I'm taking everything I own.
Just
Like,
take a lot of medication.
my trailer. I'm going to take stuff I don't even use now, just in case I need it then.
If you take a lot of medication before you get on the plane, you forget about it. You forget that like there's a possibility of like dying.
Right? Just hire somebody to drive
Yeah.
the stuff. Hey, drive my shit up, bro. I would stress the whole time.
Yeah.
I would be able to rest. The 4-year-old that calls the cops on mom. Ho, ho, ho.
Was it a bad story or was it just a kid being obnoxious story?
Well, I'm about to tell you right about now. Hold on, let me get this set up properly. Here we go. Oh, no, it's not working. Uh-oh. Wonder why that's not working. I don't hear that at all. None of that's playing.
Maybe that's our problem.
I reset it.
Oh.
Your sources all right?
Yeah, everything seems it should be good. I'm resetting the damn app again now. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it was. I had it muted. Because I was muting everything.
The controls
All
are
right,
easy.
there we
to-
go.
Wah, wah.
A 4-year-old called the cops on his mom for eating his ice cream.
I would do.
You sacrifice so much for your kids, and then they turn around and rat you out to the fuzz.
Little snitches.
A mom in Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin got a visit from the cops last week after her 4-year-old son turned her in for eating his ice cream.
No.
He called and told them she was being bad. Then he said, "Come and get my mommy and put her in jail." His mom got on the phone a few seconds later and said, "I ate his ice cream, so that's probably why he's calling." They believed her, but had to do a welfare check just in case. And when they showed up, he tried to get her in trouble again. He claimed she hit him. Then he admitted he was just angry about the ice cream. The mom had a sense of humor about it and just laughed. She even let him put her in cuffs, but he eventually said he didn't want to press charges. It turned out it wasn't even his ice cream to begin with. It was hers. They had two, and he thought she stole his. He also didn't dial 911. He got Surrey to call. The cops noted that it seemed like he's pretty smart for his age, And they went back the next day and brought him some ice cream. They even added sprinkles because he said he liked them.
He's gonna call every week now to get ice cream.
No, you're not.
He's gonna call
Not my
every week.
4-year-old.
Like, come on.
You ever tell the cops I beat your ass, I'll beat your ass. You understand that?
Right.
I don't whoop your ass, but damn it, you ever tell the cops I do when they leave?
Yeah.
Woo, ass whooping.
My son hid. Like, he was hiding behind that couch one time, and
Jesus.
we were looking
What's
for
wrong?
him for like hours.
Oh,
Their story, yeah, it was
And-
horrendous.
what happened now? Oh, start over. Hold on, let me talk.
So my son was hiding. Like, he I don't know.
He
He
hid
just
from his grandmother.
he
She
was
here
mad
watching
because
him.
we wouldn't let him do what he wanted. So he hid behind the couch, and we couldn't find him. Like, we were
Well,
looking all over the house.
He set it
we
up.
were-
It looked like he went out the front door.
He put
He
footsteps
literally had
and
wet
everything.
footprints going out the front door.
Yeah.
Came in the back door while Grandma was out front looking for him and hid behind the couch for hours.
Hours. So we get
Hours.
home. I was working. We get home. We call the cops. We call so they said,
Cops came to the house?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Why, he's still behind the couch?
Yeah.
Yes.
Love this. How old was he?
He was like 7, 6,
Yeah.
6, little something like that.
Yeah.
And so, and he was tiny. He was like really skinny at the time. So he fit like in the wedge that he didn't even move the couch. Like he just like crawled in there. And then the kid has ADD, so he's always like, boop, 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 boop. I wouldn't think that he would sit there for like 4 hours without moving.
He
We
fell
were-
asleep.
We were looking for him with the cops through the whole neighborhood for
And
almost
and
an
then
hour
the fire
and a
department
half.
showed up.
And we didn't call the cops for almost an hour and a half.
They had the
He had
helicopters.
been behind that couch for almost 3 hours.
Yeah,
How did he
helicopter.
find him?
So then one of the fire department chiefs came in, and then he just kind of like was looking out
He
the
went to
window.
look out the window and just caught a
and
glimpse
went
of
like
him.
this, and he looked at. He's like, "Oh, there he is." And John was like, "Eh." And then after that, like I wanted to whoop his ass, right?
Right.
And so
The
what do
firemen
they
come
do?
in and make it a fun time for him. Take him out
Here's
and show him
some
the fire
stickers.
trucks and give him stickers.
Here's
and
a hat.
I'm like, oh
Here's
my-
a badge. I'm like, you do. Oh, I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm like, don't make this a fun experience. Don't make it miserable. And they were like, everybody's giving him stuff. And
I can't believe they weren't pissed at you. I mean, look at the resources they used. Like,
yeah.
oh
No,
yeah,
There was a lot.
I thought he was like drowning in the canal somewhere. Like I had no
so
idea.
did they. So did
Yeah.
they.
Yeah,
Was it at this house?
yeah.
Oh, so did they.
I'm like, oh, they're like, you're surrounded by water.
That's
I'm
why
like,
there was
yes.
a helicopter. They were searching the waters.
Yes. So yeah, fun times. Kids
Oh.
are fun. Yay.
Oh, man, what is going on? I'm not. One of these days, I'll have the app working properly. Sorry to everybody on the app. I had to reset everything like 36 times, but we're good now. Everything works.
Oh, Johnny, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry about the app, everyone. It's been clicking and clicking and clicking all day long. Good ridden. Take your clan for the view with you. Right. Why does everybody? If you don't like what's going on in the country and you're rich, leave.
Yeah.
I would.
Right.
Just so everyone knows, I want you to be fully aware. Why am I turned here? Here we go.
They're saying there's still music on the app.
I fixed it. I just fixed it. Just fixed it.
Hi, Tony.
Let's double check because it just came in.
I just fixed it. I just fixed it.
You just want to cause trouble today by doing this. I can only imagine the experience I'm going through with my 4 little ones for years to come. Yes, Lisa, children will drive you insane.
It's still music.
What is going on?
Man.
Oh, well, I got to tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you what we'll do. I know exactly what we're going to do. I know exactly what we're going to do. Do a reset right here real quick. I'm going to reset this one.
Our app people.
That app is awesome except for doing that. It does that all the time.
All right. Let me make sure that I'm not popped on from the other house. But I don't think it is because it was on when I came in here. Everybody, hold on. If you're sitting there watching in the world,
We're fixing the app for you guys that listen to us on the BMR app. I see we're getting.
what I love is so many people are jumping in here telling us that the app ain't working. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so great. There's
Maybe
so
we
many
gotta
people-
randomly
right,
do that.
Right? Maybe
Yeah.
I
Fire
should.
drill.
Maybe I'm underestimating the app completely.
It's a check situation. Let's see how many people are listening today. And everybody comes in. What's going on? Check,
What are you
check,
doing over there?
I'm resetting.
check, check.
I don't know why it's affecting you.
I don't know either. That's weird.
That's interesting.
Something's gross, bro.
That's got to be power.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Power.
Right?
DJ Power.
All right, hold on. Let's check it. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens here.
Don't forget your login.
All right, here we go. All right, dialing it in. Internet seems to be good.
I changed all your
Internet's
passwords.
hold on. I'm dialing, putting that on, turning that on, fading this song out, being done with it. And everything should be good. Let's give it a second. It takes about 30 seconds for it to kick in. Let's find out if it kicks in.
Keep going. I'll let you know. I got it on.
All right. A container ship carrying the highly toxic compound sodium cyanide collided with an oil tanker transporting jet fuel in the North Sea near Hull, raising serious environmental concerns. The collision caused an explosion on the stationary tanker, igniting a fire and prompting an urgent rescue operation. All 36 vessel crew members were safely evacuated and no reported injuries. Authorities are assessing potential leaks as sodium cyanide poses a severe threat to marine life, and jet fuel spillage could devastate local ecosystems. Emergency responders, including the Coast Guard and lifeboats, worked swiftly to contain the situation while officials continue to investigate the cause of the incident. Government agencies remain on high alert, and environmental and maritime experts monitoring the impact of potential pollution risk. The UK government has assured the operations linked to the tanker cargo will not be affected, though concerns over marine contamination persist. I'm sorry. Did I read this right?
Tell me again.
Toxic compound of sodium cyanide? Isn't sodium cyanide lethal?
Yeah.
Isn't it in our food?
Not sodium cyanide.
Oh.
There shouldn't be any kind of cyanide in it.
Okay.
It is a compound with a form. What's it?
It gives you high blood
In
pressure.
metals.
And high iron.
I don't know. It obviously isn't the same thing as regular cyanide. It sounds crazy though. I know one thing. They better get that under control, and I don't trust it. Billions of cicadas set to emerge across U.S. in Cicada-geddon.
Is that those nasty bugs you people have up there?
A massive cicada emergence dubbed Cicada-geddon is said to unfold this spring as Broad 14A, 17-year cycle species services across the eastern and midwestern United States. Billions of cicadas will emerge once soil temperatures reach around 64 degrees Fahrenheit after a soaking rain, triggering their short-lived mating frenzy. The insects will surface in stages starting in Georgia by late April, followed by Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts in late May. After molting, males begin their signature buzzing to attract mates, creating the deafening soundscape for about 2 weeks. The cycle ends as they lay eggs and die, and leaving behind a new generation that won't resurface until 2042.
Why don't you guys fumigate up there?
They don't bother me.
What?
It's part of nature. It's not like it's.
What's their purpose?
By the way, they make it sound like it's.
Yeah.
Like it's not like that. Like it's legitimately like.
Like the movie The Stand, where all the
It's
I like
crickets
the
come
movie
out of
from.
nowhere.
It's very
the movie
much
from
like
where all of a sudden the
to
cicadas
give
came
you
on and everybody died.
It's something that is very soothing to those that live up north.
Really?
Yes.
Well, it's like crickets. Sometimes you have that,
Right.
when you're around where there's crickets all the time, it just becomes a soothing background.
Sure.
Right. And if you throw some crickets in with the cicadas and some other outdoor
Rattlesnakes.
there's not rattlesnakes in Ohio.
I don't know. you get a whole band, a concerto with the rattles and, and string quartet going on.
A Michigan woman who vanished in 2021 was found entombed in a sealed ammonia tank on her husband's property 3 years later, leading to the murder and evidence tampering charges against her husband and stepson. We'll get back to that. Hold on. Authorities discovered the remains inside a barn after extensive searches failed to locate her earlier. Investigators suspect the woman was killed during a dispute over divorce and finances. Her husband is set to stand trial in September, while her son faces charges for aiding and concealing the crime. The discovery, which confirmed family suspicions, has raised questions about previous search efforts and delayed in finding crucial evidence. Wow. So, Ohio has 3 venomous snake species: eastern copperhead, timber rattlesnake, and the eastern massive rattlesnake. None of these snakes are common.
Some of them are almost endangered now, too.
And not common.
But they're there.
But
If
still
you'd like to go
possible.
find a rattlesnake, I can walk you
not
down the
common
street,
does
dog.
not mean impossible.
There's the difference. You want to see a rattlesnake? Let's go around the corner
Right
into
into the road.
Right.
Yeah.
I can take you right to where they're at. I avoid it when I'm on in that area with my golf cart.
There's some here.
Oh, yeah. Down there at the end of the road.
Blocks
where the
from
snow-
the house.
Rattlesnakes?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When they broke down this golf course, all right, they took a lot of concrete and they piled it onto a pile
Made a snake house.
and made a snake house.
What?
They didn't do it on purpose, but that's what
That's what
is.
happens.
Like if you make a pile of rocks and there's
Nobody
ways to
told
get
me
in and
about
out, there's rattlesnakes everywhere. You haven't had a pygmy rattle in your house yet?
No.
Or in your
No.
garage? They're everywhere.
Are
Pygmy
you
rattlers are
serious?
everywhere. Yeah.
I don't like living here anymore.
But you listen, you live on the water.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to hate on a snake around your house.
No,
Because they're eating every rat that comes out of that
Yeah.
water.
Right.
That water, every house on the
I like
water
the black
has to
snakes.
defend
Those are cool.
themselves against rats. That is a fact. There is no way around that, Jack. You could have a $90 million house with a full, with 75.
snakes.
Right,
But not rattlesnakes. I don't like the rattlesnakes.
right. I don't like them either. I'm not a fan of them.
Those are like
They
the,
freak me out, when I like
they
if I
like
take
the
the golf course
deadliest?
out onto that, if I take like the golf cart out onto that area, right? I avoid that completely.
Yeah.
Do you hear them rattling at night and stuff?
No, I'm just paranoid, but I'm 100% sure
No, they
there's
don't
one in
rattle
there.
unless they're going to attack
Unless they're
something or
threat-
defending. Yeah.
Isn't that how they live, just attacking everything?
That's a crocodile,
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't like them either.
right? I hate when they found that crocodile. They
Crocodiles,
found a crocodile in
sharks,
Cape Harbor once.
And rattlesnakes can all. Oh, and the other one, the one that likes to bite you, the moccasin. Get them out of here too. Get them all out. Get that one out. Get the coral snake out. Get
Right,
it out.
and bring back some of the cool ones that
Yeah.
aren't so violent that died.
With no teeth and no venom. I like those.
I told you the water moccasin story, right? When I got out of the military.
No.
So I get out of the military, and I decide I'm going to move to Indiana and live where my sister lives. That's where I was going to go. And I didn't have much money, and I wasn't going there to buy a house or nothing. So when I got there, I found I bought a camper
Okay.
and put it on a really cool resort style
You're like
campground.
a full-time camper.
And I was like a full-time camper,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Until I got to where I wanted. I knew I was going
You
to
had a
grow
shower
from
and
there.
stuff?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was like a campground, so it had all the necessities.
Okay.
My camper didn't have a shower. No, it was a little tiny camper. I came out of the military. I could have lived in a tent and been happy.
Yeah.
Infantry military.
Yeah, they beat
No
the life
problem.
out of you by then.
No problem. So when I got this trailer that I parked at the campground, I loved it because I worked at the bar that was at the campground, and I was just getting
There was a bar?
there was a bar on a lake at the campground, and I worked at that bar just because I wanted to just relax. Like I didn't want to go find a career and get right into something, right?
What a cool freaking you were like a what do they call a hobo?
It was. It was very freeing, just for the record. I probably should have done it for the rest of my life. But I wouldn't have my kids and my wife and my life that I have now.
And the
and
stick
right.
with your little
Right. So
Stop. That's
one of the
cute.
things I did was get a fishing rod.
Yeah.
Because there was a big lake that the bar was on, then there was little lakes across the campground. So I went on one of these little lakes one day. I got a day off. I don't want to do much, right? And I'm just hanging out on the lake. And they had parties on these campgrounds, like during the races and football games. It was a massive party at this place, right? So I loved
Yeah.
it. But it was a slow day, so I grabbed my fishing rod, go up to
How
the
old
little.
were you?
I'm out of the military. I'm 21, 22, 21,
Oh,
22.
you're a baby.
So I go and I throw a fishing rod out into the lake, and it bang and hits a water moccasin right in the head. The water moccasin is this is the best way I can explain it. Pops his head up and looks right at me like, you son of a bitch, and just starts coming right at me.
It's personal.
And I left my rod, ran back to my camper, slammed the door of my camper because I thought it may chase me all the way back. That bitch is pissed.
Yeah.
She's like, I know where you live.
I was like, I'm not coming out.
I know where you live.
Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking like
We can play
93,
this game. I got all day.
94. Cell phones ain't out. Like, it's still hard line. Internet ain't out in the world. Like, life is a little bit different right
And
now,
then you
right?
can't remember if it's a snake that when it bites you, you have 3 minutes or 10 minutes. I'm like, how am I going to die?
And I'm like, no.
How am I going to die? How am I going to die?
So I probably stayed in the camper for 3 hours before I came out. I think he even took a nap. I'm like, no, I'm going to take after a nap. I'm good.
Tormented
I'm not
by
out
a
there.
snake outside.
And then I never went and got that fishing rod.
Did it start like crawling
I just
up
went and bought
to
a
you?
new one.
Shut up.
Swear to God.
You wouldn't go touch the fishing rod?
I never fished that lake and never went to get that fishing rod. And then I always laugh because that was like a few weeks later. It was the Indianapolis 500, and all these people would come to this campground for the Indianapolis 500. They blow, big
Yeah.
screens and TVs everywhere. Everybody having a good time, right?
Right.
And I told the story, and the guy's, oh yeah, I saw the guy over there go get your rod, and he's got it now.
You're like,
And I was like, yeah, you can have it. I'm cool with it. Congratulations. He risked his life to get it. I'm out.
Did they also? He didn't risk his life. The snake was worried about you, not anybody else.
Right. And I still
He
think
was already under your
I
trailer
think to
by
this
then.
day he's still looking for me.
He's got your picture up on the
Right.
snake wall.
He sent me out on the right. He put a bolo out
Wanted.
for me to all the snakes in the world. So
That's what they're all looking
snakes
for.
and wasp and bees.
Oh, wasp.
Those are my fears.
I'm cool with the bees. I'll hang out with the bees. But the wasp.
My
no.
boy Chris goes up to a wasp nest and just smashes it with his hands.
What?
With wasp in it.
No way.
Swear on my life. Never seen anything like it before in my life.
I hate those guys. But I'm bees. I'm cool with. I'll hang out. They don't bother me. I'll just sit in the middle of the yard and they just kind of bounce around.
Right. A Florida golf cart ride turned deadly when a woman visiting from Illinois fell out and later died, leading to DUI manslaughter charges against the driver. The crash happened around 1 a.m. on March 9th in the Villages, a residential community northwest of Orlando. I wonder if she was naked when it happened.
I literally was just thinking that. Oh my god.
Investigators say the driver, a 58-year-old local man, swerved to avoid a parked car, causing his 60-year-old passenger to be ejected. She was transported to a hospital but succumbed from her injuries. Authorities have not disclosed the nature of the connection between the victim and the driver, who remains in jail without bond.
With a golf cart, drunk, in the Villages. What does that tell you?
50% of the people are doing it
Everybody there's drunk
and drive golf carts in the Villages.
and naked.
Right. I don't think they're naked all the time.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know if they are.
Why do they keep the loofah on top of their car? Then?
I don't think they drive around their golf carts naked. Like, first off, there's some things I don't mind doing naked. Like, if I lived in a naked community, walking from one house to the other.
Naked outside?
I don't have a problem with that. If I lived in a naked community, all right? If I was that person. I'm not that
How
person.
about going to eat like at the
No. I would never go out to eat. If I went to someone's house, I would probably wear shorts until I got there, and everybody else was like, "Hey, you down?"
a tea bag?
Right? No, never a tea bag.
Like, I don't know.
There was a time in my life I thought that was cool. By the way,
There's things that made me see that I can't unsee.
Yeah, I can know. The
I'm
only thing
rude
that
now.
I can think of is like you're going out to eat and they have like the vinyl seat cover and then you're like stuck to it and I just like feel like people peeling them off of like at the
your
restaurant.
balls slapped to the thing. Yeah,
that-
gross.
I'm sorry, I don't find that like fun at all.
Right.
I'm not.
And I'm
interested.
sorry, everybody who came over to my house in the nude community would have to put shorts on before you sat on any of my furniture.
Right? You have everybody's like boodoo
Nah, man.
like all over your stuff.
Put some shorts on. There's disposable ones right there. Go ahead. Help yourself.
You're gonna
5 different sizes, man. I got all the way
shorts
from
by the
3X
door.
down to your small little
He's
tiny
got-
ass girlfriend.
He's got cubbies, like cubbies of disposable
no.
undies.
But bro, you got plastic on your furniture. Double protection, dog. If you don't double bag it, man, you're gonna die, dog. Do what you gotta do. Excavator crashes into I-10 overpass, destroying both in New Mexico. An excavator being transported on a trailer struck an overpass at highway speeds in New Mexico, causing catastrophic damage to both the machinery and the bridge. Authorities say the vehicle exceeded high limits and was oversized, leading to a direct collision with the structure on Interstate 10. While no human fatalities are reported, engineers have deemed the post-tension bridge beyond repair due to extensive structural failure, including snap tie. Pull this up. I want to see this.
Is there more? What is going
I-10
on?
New Mexico bridge crash.
I heard New Mexico is actually really nice.
I used to live there twice.
Really? You like it?
Albuquerque.
Is it cheap?
Burque.
Or
The
is it
Vargo,
expensive?
ese.
Is it cheap or expensive?
When I lived there, it
Oh
was cheap.
man, it looks like it really whacked.
When I lived there, it was cheap, but it was also understand like
Is it cloudy and dusty all the time?
when I lived in New Mexico, this is what I'll explain to you. There were all kinds of gang violence. You just didn't see it because you were blind to it. And there was nobody reporting it 13 seconds out of every day. Like it wasn't that way. Like
Right,
it's
you took care of it.
it would right.
Or ignored
They
it.
took care of each other.
Right.
Like
It's like Miami.
right. And they kind of like stayed away from it. It was a different part of my life. Like I don't know if I could live there again.
Yeah. I just
But it
see-
might be different now. I don't know. I understand this is 1996. Big difference in 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why I picture it being really dusty and tons of tumbleweeds.
First off, it's a mile. It's 5,000. It's 5,000 feet above sea level. So everything is a little different. Understand when you're 5,000 feet. Imagine going from here. You are 0 right now, homie.
Right now?
This is 0.
Yeah.
This
We're
is
at
as
ground
flat as
zero.
it gets. You are 0. Now go up
Somebody's gotta be the
5,000 feet.
baseline.
Put your house up 5,000 feet and see
Yeah.
what happens. Your cars drive different. You
But when
breathe different.
When we were at
the
your
weather's
brother's, it was
different.
3,000 feet elevation when we were at your brother's up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Remember coming down those things?
Yeah.
It's even a little bit. It's different to breathe. It just is. It just isn't. You don't notice it right away, but you do. You breathe shorter breaths. You're trying to get more oxygen. It's different up there. It's different up there.
It's like Colorado breathing. That
Yes.
Colorado freaked me
Same
out.
thing. 5,000. Denver, Colorado is a mile-high city. It's 5,000 feet above sea level. Albuquerque is the same level.
I bought a bag of chips in Colorado, and the thing was It was like so full of air and like ridiculously like about to like blow up. And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's just how it is here." I'm like, "So the chips are at the bottom like this, and everything else is just a big fat ball of air." I had never seen anything like that. I'm like, I'm from Florida. We don't have thing explodes like this.
Have you seen the video of the guy who drives through the CarMax building?
Yes. Yes.
A customer drove through California CarMax building
Put it
on
on if
Saturday,
there's a video.
injuring multiple customers and employees. Video circulating online shows the SUV backing into the building as employees try to get out of the way. The SUV then turns around and drives through the other end of the building. Company furniture and equipment can be seen scattered in the vehicle's path. We can confirm that the CarMax employees were treated at the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries, CarMax said in a statement. We also know the customers injured during the incident were being treated at the hospital and are currently inquiring about the status of their injuries.
Was he
Police
drunk
arrested
high?
the customer accused of driving through the storefront, and the retailer is closed. 8 people were injured. CarMax declined to answer further questions about the incident, but told the TV station that the customer was getting his vehicle appraised at the dealership. The witness said they didn't like the offer. The customer then got into his vehicle and tried multiple times to drive through the building's front entrance before he was finally successful.
Well, he's definitely not going to get a good price now.
Yeah.
Like, what? I mean, it
Somebody would have
literally
shot him in Florida.
wrecked that. Look at that. He literally wrecked. He must have hit the poles before they even
That's
started
assault
recording.
with a weapon.
Are you showing this to everybody or no?
Yeah, yeah.
All
I
right.
showed it. You want to see it again?
I didn't see it up there. That's why I was asking.
Look at that. He was already wrecked before he went through the door.
Well, I think this video starts after he already made his first attempt.
Yeah. And look at what a wackadoo.
Like, yeah, well, it ain't worth shit now.
Yeah.
Who gets their car appraised and fucks it up? Like, I mean, I don't understand that. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Carfax. Or what was it called? Fox.
Yeah.
Get it. Has this car been in an accident? No, it fucking took down a dealership.
It might be worth more now.
It took down a dealership, yeah.
Right. Somebody who hates CarMax will pay extra money for it.
Right.
Right. They're going to have it like
so
their...
throttled today. It's so weird.
Has CarMax made you feel like this? And then they show the car.
The
Did they
Girl
not give
Scouts
you
are
the
facing a
credit?
lawsuit from consumers over claims that their beloved Thin Mints and other cookies contain heavy metals and pesticides.
Yes.
The proposed class action suit was filed Monday night in Brooklyn federal court against a 113-year-old nonprofit and its licensed cookie producers, ABC Bakers and Ferrari USA Little Brownie Bakers. The lawsuit cites December 24th study by GMO Science and Moms Across America, which tested 25 cookie samples from 3 states. The study found that Girl Scout cookies contain at least 4 of 5 harmful heavy metals: aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury, often at levels exceeding recommended safety limits. It's also reported that all samples contain glyphosate, a pesticide commonly found in weed killers, with Thin Mints showing the highest levels. The Girl Scouts and their cookie manufacturers have yet to respond to the allegations, but ladies and gentlemen, count me out. Never eat another Girl Scout cookie the rest of my life.
You know, it's funny because I wanted to put
At
this...
least give them a donation. It's not the girl's fault.
I wanted to put this up, and Sean's like, I don't want to
Donation's
ruin a
fine.
bunch
Not
of
buying the
girls'
cookies.
That's
future.
what I usually do now.
That's what he said to me. I'm like, we're eating like literally
It's
like
such a good thing for the girls themselves to learn, but you know it's yeah. I mean, obviously the cookie's got to be right.
you
Welcome
can't kill everybody.
to 2025,
Yeah.
where you're not going to be able to put anything in
your mouth.
anything
Yeah.
without us knowing what it is. And I love that, because what my number one complaint was during the COVID era and the vaccine era
Yeah.
is that nobody wanted to know what was in it.
No.
And I did. And I have now researched what's in all vaccines. You know, the ingredient list is readily available online.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
They have to give it to you.
Isn't that interesting?
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I had to get it off my chest.
Sorry, but don't eat the cookies now, but still give a donation. If
I
you-
agree.
you know,
I agree
you're
100%. That's something we should definitely be doing. All right, let's do this. Let's take a quick break.
good. Okay.
We'll take our first break of the day. We'll come back with some TikTok time. Do you have time for TikTok? Are you ready for
Yeah.
TikTok time?
Yeah.
All right. We'll do TikTok time with Betty, and then I'll give you some more stories going across America, like the number of Americans who want President Barron Trump.
Oh, no kidding.
All right. And is red wine or white wine better for you to drink? And have we all been lied to? I'll tell you that, plus TikTok time with Teddy and
Might be
Tommy
safe. Just
Bohannon
have a
still to
glass of
come.
each.
All inside the next hour of the show. Hang on. Big Mama Radio continues right after the break. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. We're not ready.
We're not going anywhere.
We're not
Hey.
ready. We're not
I
even
made one
close.
little joke on you this
Christy
morning
says
about
wanted.
radio controls. I threw
Right.
you all out of whack.
Right. Look what you went and
Look
did
at-
to me.
It's
all
my
your
bad.
fa-
It's
It's
my
your
bad,
fault,
man.
bro. It is. I don't have any
Wanted
issues.
by the snakes. Now I know why.
Right.
Yes,
All right,
Christy.
hold on.
They have his picture on the wall.
We'll be right back. Hold on.
Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio. Can you dance to my beat?
Broadcasting live from the W.B. Williamson Brothers Studio.
Can you dance to my beat?
Need a C-Wall or Doc? Call 1-844-WB-BILL.
Hey, this TSO. Turn it up loud.
Can you dance to my beat?
Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
Can you dance to my beat?
Let me see.
You're listening to the Joshua Tree Stream
Let's go.
on Florida's favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio. Are you ready to turn your construction dreams into reality? Introducing Titan Contracting, your ultimate construction partner in sunny Florida. From their humble beginnings as a family-owned business in North Fort Myers, Titan Contracting has soared to become your master team of skilled contractors. They specialize in roofing, plumbing, electrical work, and remodeling. A one-stop solution for all your construction needs. At Titan Contracting, they're not just builders, they're creators of comfort, architects of aspirations, and engineers of excellence. Imagine a roofing project that stands strong against Florida's unpredictable weather. Picture flawless plumbing that flows seamlessly. Envision electrical work that illuminates your space with brilliance. And don't forget about their expert remodeling services that transform your vision into reality. Ready for the next step? Call today, 239-791-8225. Or check them out online at yourtitanteam.com. Whether it's a commercial project or your dream home, Titan Contracting is your trusted partner, committed to delivering excellence from start to finish. Titan Contracting, building dreams, one project at a time. Have you always wanted the home of your dreams? Welcome to Academy Home Developments, where we're not just building homes, we're building lifestyles. At Academy Home Developments, we believe that your home should be more than just a structure of brick and mortar. It should be a reflection of your dreams, your style, and your comfort. That's why we go above and beyond the basics to deliver homes with your desired architecture, dream designs, and interiors that provide the ultimate Florida lifestyle. Located in the heart of Southwest Florida, we're proud to be the Cape Coral builders who never compromise on quality. With Academy Home Development, you'll get more than just a house. You'll get a beautiful, comfortable place to call home. Our attention to detail, practical construction experience, and unwavering dedication to customer satisfaction makes us the perfect choice for your new home construction in Southwest Florida. Ready to start your journey? Visit our sales showroom at 814 Southwest Pine Island Road in Cape Coral, or call us at 239-410-7080. Discover the difference with Academy Home Developments. Academy Home Developments, building new homes with a difference. Do you want to give your child an experience that goes beyond the rink? Something that builds character, fosters teamwork, and ignites lifelong passion for the game? Welcome to Florida Warriors Youth Hockey Club. At the Florida Warriors, we believe in more than just teaching kids to skate. We're committed to developing strong, confident players who understand the value of teamwork, integrity, and dedication. Our program